Hey guys, welcome today to our first guest maybe podcast. Right? Today we have a special visitor. Okay. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Simko Barayev. Today we have our guest Daniel Haimov. Danny, what's your Instagram?
Danny, lower
Underscore. Alright.
Danny underscore Diablo.
Danny Diablo, guys. He's a barber. He's actually my barber. For whenever I'm not lazy, actually, because I know many people are very particular about their haircuts, about their barber or whatever. I'm not always that's not always the case with me, but whenever I am, it's always my go-to. Otherwise, I'll go to all my local guys over here who also takes care of me, so I'll be either him or that guy. But Danny is my guy, bro. Funny story, Danny is now, thank God, a master barber. Is it not?
It's true. It's just fun.
He started on me. And you know what's funny? When he first started, he comes to me, it's like, no one wanted to let him practice on them, well, because whatever, everyone's very picky with their hair. However, with me, I'm not so picky because, I also have this ideology, listen, man, hair grows, you screw it up, yeah, fine, I'll look bad for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. But, I see the video, I see people bugging out at barbershops, like, oh, you left me up, whatever, all that crap. No, listen, man, it grows, things could be worse in life. So, that wasn't the case with us. He comes, he tries to, give me a haircut, and we have a friend over there, and he speaks to him in Hebrew. He's like, yo, Danny, what are you doing? You're going too deep, And he's like, he responds to him in Hebrew. What'd you say to him?
I'm blending it in.
I'm blending it in. And so now Ronnie's telling him something, bro, stop it. And I'm like, yo, what's going on here? Speak to me, And so I'm like, Danny, what are you doing? He's like, bro, don't worry, I'm blending it in, I'll fix it. I look, oh my God, whatever. You know what? I'm getting sidetracked. That was back then. Here we are today. He's a master now. He learned. He's good. So today, Danny is going to be speaking about his experience. He just had Lasik eye surgery. That's why he's wearing the sunglasses at 9:07 p.m.
On Tuesday, February
17th.
2000.
2020.
Like the Vision 2020 at the moment. So,
Tell us.
my surgery was scheduled for Friday. What was it? Valentine's Day, December 14th, 2020. I show up at the exam time. 3:30 was supposed to happen. I get there. Doctor's still not there. He's running late. He has some emergency with the cataract surgery they have to take care of. We get there on time, wait for him, half an hour.
It's not that bad.
An hour.
Oh, damn, okay.
Hour and a half. 2 hours. He finally gets there at 5:30. So within
Did you guys call the doctor and see what's up?
Well, they tried to reach him, but he wasn't answering because he was in surgery. He's not going to answer in the middle of the phone, which you gotta understand too.
Yeah.
Whatever, we're trying to be reasonable. So we're waiting. While we're waiting, we're asking questions like, how does it feel? What happens after the surgery? Does it hurt? Is it this? Is it that?
Does it hurt? Okay.
Trying to understand if it's for like what's gonna happen the next day, what to expect, and everything. So they gave me 2 volumes at around 5:10. Telling me just take it. You'll be a little less nervous as you go to the surgery.
Right.
As I get to the surgery, we get inside the room. Before we get inside the room, the doctor shows up and tells me.
The doctor that you're waiting for. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
He comes to me and tells me, you wouldn't feel a thing. The only thing you feel is pressure in your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Everything will be okay. Trying to be as humble about it and knowing that Hashem will take care of it no matter what. Everything will be okay. Okay.
I mean,
So,
wait, what? Say that again?
knowing that Hashem will be there, like He always is,
For the surgery.
for everything.
What was
For the
this again, you said? Valentine's
Day, and if you want to be
This year,
specific
it was
about
Shabbat.
it was Shabbat. And remember one thing, God was there. God is always there. On Shabbat, even when he's off, he's with us.
I mean,
If you take it that way, you take it that way. If you don't, you don't.
I
It's
agree
your
with you.
belief.
Look, no, I agree with you. Listen, we're both Jews, right? Okay,
Sure.
I try to keep Shabbat as best as I can. You don't keep Shabbat, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Shabbat.
Nothing wrong with that. But here's the funny part. I was telling him this over the phone the other day. I'm like to him, bro, your appointment was at 3:30, 3 o'clock. It's almost Shabbat, man. Like, just forget it, because he also wanted to leave already, like after waiting however
It was like
long.
an hour already. It will be 4:30 already was. And
So
Shabbat was
an hour into it, he was like to me, bro, I already want to leave. Like he was already debating.
Because you're waiting there for an hour. Of course, you're like, what the hell? Like,
No,
what's
I
going on?
understand
You're
that,
at a
100%,
point
I
and
get
all
that.
Like,
So I get that, and I told him, like, okay, bro, look, I understand. Listen, like hopefully all goes well, but like the guy's not here already. It's been an hour that you've been waiting, and you guys can't reach him yet. Either something happened or whatever. Like obviously the guy is a doctor. He's responsible, and if he's not responding, then obviously something that's taken care of. That makes sense. However, now if the procedure is falling close to Shabbat, I'm like, bro, maybe you should just like reschedule it. And come back another time that's not Shabbat. Like after Shabbat. No, whatever. Listen, you went through with it. Thank God it went through nice and smooth. Just with me, I would be like, let me just wait it out.
Honestly, I don't think you would have done it because it would have been too late as is for you. If it was 3:30, you'd been like, screw it, we're not gonna do it because Shabbat comes in at like 5:30, right?
No, if it was 3:30, I'd probably do it because like I usually.
But you'll be home around 5 almost.
Oh, I
Ish,
think so.
ish,
Okay,
yeah.
fine, yeah. So I didn't know that process.
Meaning like,
Yeah, I get it. It
until
takes
starts
time
to-
or whatever. Okay,
some
fine. So yeah, no, like I'll push things like close to Shabbat starting, but if it's like that much so, I guess, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So
ends up
interesting.
being, they give me the 2 volumes, 5:10, get inside the room, 5:30.
Mhm.
They set me down, and there's a machine. They put me under a machine. Both eyes were under that machine at the beginning, at first. And I'm looking at some light. There was like light. I was supposed to follow the light with my eyes, so they basically angle my eyes correctly, right? So they're like they look even.
Right.
I had a very slight astigmatism, so they had to even that out too. Okay, that procedure was a little painful. Yes, there was a lot of how to explain this? Imagine having an orange and squeezing the orange and like the water coming out of it slowly. That's exactly how my eyes were starting. This was like a mild.
And this
touch.
is when they say that you can feel a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, that's very little. That was mild. That was
Oh,
not as bad. That was baby pressure. Before coming to what's next.
It's like whenever I cut the lemon, right?
Okay.
It's like I usually like roll it, like
Yes.
this, and I press on it, to get the juice is like more like.
So they pressed on it, but the juice came out by me. Okay. So let's continue. Right? It's nasty. Whatever. By juices I meant my tears were coming out.
Yeah, I get it. I understand, bro. It's funny. Quick cut off. So I went to the eye doctor like a few months ago. Because whatever, I had like something like confined to my eye. And so whenever they're checking it, they also put the machine by my eye, and they told me that I'll feel a little bit of pressure. So they also put some drop in my eye. And so whenever they did it, it was a very light pressure. So that's what I thought it was by you. Bro, by no circumstances was it like freaking,
No, it wasn't.
God, sounds scary.
Okay, what's next? He takes this like metal thing where it stretches out your eye to make sure your eye stays open for this whole process.
Hmm?
Metal, yes. It's like как ты прыщики to hold closed like outside, like you have прыщики for that, like to hold it. That's the opposite to open, but with like a metal one.
Yeah.
To make sure the eyes are open during this procedure.
Think of it as a eyelash
Yes,
curler,
that.
right? Except for like the device that can hold your eyelids open.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
God, no.
Okay. Do that process. He puts some like sticky thing on the eye, like a scotch tape almost close to that.
Mhm.
After that, he puts this thing where I believe that was when he opened my cornea, like Parezo. It was like I knew that was it, but I was like, okay.
Did that hurt that process?
That process didn't feel anything. And then there was like a machine coming towards my face,
Mhm.
and it was getting closer and closer. And then there's light. There's like a green light beeping beeping from like the top, I guess.
Right.
You know?
From a horror
And there's like there was the red like blinking dots or whatever. I gotta keep looking at the green, so it matches again.
You gotta follow the green.
Follow the green, exactly.
Okay.
Following the green light, following the green light, out of nowhere, boom, pitch black.
Your eye?
Yes.
Like blind?
Blind.
Like your eye or the lights?
Everything is gone. Everything like this.
So you were blind
For a second. They mentioned that it happens. Everything is black. Okay, I wait a couple of seconds, and he says he's gonna get it back, and you're gonna see everything.
So the blackness, was that like actual blind? Like what?
Yeah, it was supposed to, like it goes back. Basically, I think it goes back to 0, and then it brings you back to 20. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. No, I'm just thinking, is that what blind people have? How they have it? Like, is it like total darkness? Or...
That's what it is, I think.
It was like you're closing your eyes, basically. Like
pretty
this.
much, but it's actually open.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the way it looked.
Yes, pretty much. It's as if I'm not.
And how long
seeing
was it exactly? Like a couple seconds?
For like 3 seconds, 3-4 seconds, and I'm
You're
back to
scared?
normal. I was warned that was gonna happen, so I won't get scared. Because imagine if I wasn't warned for this could have been the situation where you come to the surgery and like you blacked out. You're like, what the hell just happened? Am I screwed? And you have to do this for 2 eyes. This is 1 eye being processed right now.
Oh shit! I thought they were doing like simultaneously.
The first procedure was both of them.
The pressure.
Some semi-pressure, whatever.
Squeezing your juices.
Yes, but that was nothing. That was not it yet.
Oh god.
But they put the Lasik in your eye. They get it closer to your eyeglass, close, and then you hear that zzz noise, right? Like zzz, whatever, and it starts smelling, and it smells like you ever burn a chicken's skin? You know what I'm talking about? The hair, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like that. I started smelling for a second. He's like, he warned me as he goes. He tells me like what I'm about to get.
Yeah,
whatever.
Of course, that's good. Okay.
So that goes through, and then now he has to patch it up. So while he patches it up,
how do you patch it up?
Basically, you have to see the video, but what it is
they recorded the video.
Bro, they literally have my brother has the video of a screen. Imagine like a screen of a TV over here.
And you see your eye.
One woman is watching my eye, another one is helping the doctor, and my brother in the back over there through the window.
I gotta ask him to send me the video. Okay.
Yes, Rafi also wants the video badly.
So what? I send it, bro. Tell him to send it.
I can't look at that video, bro. Every time I look at that, bro, that thing gives me trauma. I swear.
Okay.
Because that's my eye right there, bro.
I hear you. I understand. Okay.
So what happens next is he patches the eye. It's like almost like imagine like a bruise that was open. Now you gotta patch it, but you actually close it in a way. You know, like you gotta patch it and you put kind of band-aid on it, but it goes off. Okay, everything is good. It looks good. I'm squeezing the balls so hard, the stress balls.
You want to scream?
Huh?
You want to scream?
No, I was calm as possible. Now we're supposed to go for the second eye. I already know what I'm about to expect on the second eye at the moment. I'm like, what the hell?
And how long did this whole process take for first eye?
I don't know timing wise, but I'll tell you one thing is I thought it was all 15 minutes, but it ended up being 30. I was told it was 15, so I thought it would have been 20 because I was taking time to get myself together, which ended up being 30, which whatever. I don't care about time as long as the procedure is done.
Yeah, of course.
You know? So while we're going from the first eye to the second eye, I'm squeezing those balls very hard to like get myself prepared for the second one. Now I just wanted to ask them for at least some water to maybe like get myself together. But I was like, you know what? I was like pumping myself up. You know how you were saying like you gotta squeeze your muscles or whatever that thing? I was squeezing. I was able to flex myself. And I was like, let's do this. One more eye and we're out. So the second eye was harder to keep open than the first eye because you already know. You already know. You're scared as hell, but you gotta get it done because
thing holding. It's very annoying because you want to close it, but
you can't. It's such a scary procedure, honestly. But a lot of people who I've asked, they said it's okay, type of thing. Like I'm not the first one, I'm not the last one to do this, and
it's like painful. Forget about it, yeah.
But the first day when I get home, I can't open my eyes. My eyes are just tearing. Yeah. So I was supposed to go to sleep for the next 4 hours. We were supposed to have Shabbat table and all that. I'm waiting for that. I can't fall asleep. You know, at 9:30 I get a phone call from the doctor for him to check up on me, how I'm doing and all that. So I couldn't fall asleep still then. It's already like 10, 11. Still not falling asleep. We had some tea. We had dinner. I decided on dinner, but Actually, my mom was feeding me. I couldn't eat normally. I felt like a baby. But it was nice.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're all messed up. Listen, it's such a sensitive part of the body, you know. And it's something new. It's like we've all hurt ourselves, hurt our arms, leg, whatever, you know. To hurt your eye to this level, you know, like whatever happened, surgery done for it. God.
Yeah, it's something. So, the first day I would say was the most painful day of my life.
Mm.
You know, I was scared shitless to go inside the surgery, thinking they're gonna hurt my eyes. You know, like type of thing. But I kept on like having eye drops drop into my everything, like antibiotics and all that. Still, I'm doing it. But the point is, it's like the pain. I'll never forget that first day. You know, of course I went through it. It's over. But it was just like a painful memory. You see, I'm like, now every day gets by, it feels better.
Easier and easier, right?
Easier and easier. It feels like my eyes are better. Like I can literally see the time right now, bro.
How was it before?
I have to squint to see the time or something.
From here?
From here. And if I don't have contact glasses, I wouldn't see it. I have to squint so hard. I'll have to actually stand by the couch over it.
And how do they determine what vision to give to you? Do you guys look through the same thing that they can see your vision?
No, but I think whatever the light was that I was telling you about, I think that was their camera or something.
So it automatically detects what kind of vision to give to you? Or do they do a test to you before so they know this eye is negative and whatever, right?
They had that. He did like consultation tests for me. He actually went twice with me. The first test he did, he calls me back. He goes like to me, we wouldn't be able to do most likely RFK to you. LASIK, we'll have to do RFK.
What's that?
RFK is like LASIK, but like a weaker version of that, which means basically LASIK you do 2 times laser, RFK you do only 1. Recovery is longer, meaning you're gonna be home for a week. Instead of like, I could have went to work next day.
Laser is minimal invasive.
Yeah, but it's like faster healing.
The whole thing, yeah, of course.
So the first time he calls me back, almost. The first night he calls me, the first time he calls me and he tells me that LASIK wouldn't work for me and RFK would. And I'm like to him, is it possible to do LASIK? Is it something we could work out? Whatever. I want to do LASIK because I know it's a faster process. So ends up being, I went for a second test. He tested me out. He's like, we could do LASIK. So basically, the way he explained to me, imagine of the number 500, right?
Taking the number 500, okay.
You cut 100 out of that 500, you left with 400. That's the thickness of your cornea.
Okay.
So he didn't want to cut too much because then I wouldn't have any cornea left to protect.
Right.
So that's why he said 100 will be okay, and the rest I'll be do LASIK and you'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I'm really like.
I think I understand what you're talking about. Like I don't know, ozone layer, you know.
Okay, being cut out a little, open up. Yeah.
Radiation beats down, and it's only so much until we're actually only so much for it to be removed until for it to be depleted until the UV radiation starts to hurt us.
Right.
So I guess same thing. Protection.
That's the cornea thing is the
cornea,
protection.
yeah, and it can only remove so much for you not to be damaged by the rays or UV or whatever.
Right.
Whatever hurts our eyes.
And the first day also, I was super sensitive to light.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I was very also.
Yeah, but I open my eyes. When I open my eyes in the dark, I see everything. But I cannot open up for too long. 2 seconds, and it has to be close because it hurts.
God, bro. Honestly, man, I'll tell you like this. I've wanted to do it. I thought about it.
LASIK?
Yeah, another one. I'll get another one.
LASIK? You wanted to do?
Yeah. Bro, across the street, I won't be able to see the details of who I'm looking at. I won't be able.
Need LASIK? You're not that bad.
I can see the time over here, 9:24. I can see the painting over there. Those paintings, I can see. You know, like here, like look at that outlet over there, right?
Okay, where?
Right over there by the scale. You see it?
Okay, yeah.
Can you see the actual outlet? Can you see those
Yes.
prongs and everything?
Everything.
I can. So I see the box, you know, the main outlet outline,
Right.
and then the 2 plugs. I can. And they're like all blurred in. Like I see it, but I don't see those little dots. You know what I mean? The outlet itself.
Right.
driving, I can't see whenever like I'm by the looking at the sign, I have to squint a little bit just to make out the words sharper, you know? I can see or whatever, you know, like whatever's up close to me, I'll see it and I'll see everything.
I think it's a very mild one.
No, it is mild, bro, but like across the street, bro, I won't be able to see your face, right? Or a person's face. I'll be able to tell who a person is if I know them by their walking pattern or whatever, you know? That I could tell, but I won't be able to see it. You know, like if I'm looking at a board, or here's my couch, here's my wall, and there's like some text on the screen or whatever, I won't be able to see it very well, you know, like I'll have to squint. And I don't like that, bro. I would like to see like sharp, you know? So I do have glasses, barely ever wear it, but so I thought about doing LASIK. However, bro, I was always like...
You have glasses?
Yeah, again, I barely ever wear it.
I want to see it, okay.
Pretty much barely ever wore it.
Can you wait for the podcast for a second?
Hmm?
Can you wait for the podcast for a second, please?
I don't have the glasses here. I don't even know where they are, bro. They're probably back in my parents' house. Mark,
So let's go to your parents' house.
Are my glasses here?
No.
Alright, put me your glasses. Let me try it out. Just for Danny to see, for us. Satisfaction.
Wait, are you guys the same way?
No. Binds me even more.
Same what?
Binds me even more.
Wait, this is yours or hers?
No, this is hers.
This one, this one. Oh, good.
Olha que macarrão tá com snowsicum.
I wish I got that one. Wait, put it back on.
Why? The camera's got it over there.
Yeah, but I'm sending it to people.
Wait, who's getting this? Where is this going?
And it's not the point, bro.
Where is this going?
Oh, God, it's giving me a headache.
Snapchat.
Hurry up, you done?
Wait, no, I didn't take a picture.
Can you
Who's
guys,
I have to
babe,
send-
can you guys come
Who's
over
getting
here,
this?
Who cares, bro? The whole world is getting this, man.
Nobody's gonna look at this.
Okay, fine, it's not the point, bro, but it's going out there.
hold
By the
on.
way, I have to make a YouTube account, don't I?
No.
No.
Podcasts will go on YouTube. I
Podcast
hope you
go
cut
on.
this part out. Put it on.
I'm not gonna cut it out.
Put it on properly.
This is good. Good material, man.
Can I squeeze his nose?
This
for
is crappy material right
Can
here.
I squeeze his nose for this?
What does he look like?
Your hands smell like friggin' the Barbicide thing, bro. Or maybe shaving cream. This is probably how you looked at me before you got the LASIK surgery. Because this is horrible vision I have right now.
I was
You got it?
making a video.
Anyways. So I thought about doing LASIK, right? So here's the thing. I work with watches, right? And like up close I can see everything. I have a good vision. I can see like spot whatever imperfections that are in the face and the dial. So what I'm afraid of is that if I do get LASIK and like what if that'll mess with my nearsighted vision, right?
That will eventually, I think, with time, gets worse.
Okay, that's within naturally, right? But I'm talking about what if I do the laser and then I'll be like, yeah, great, I'll be able to see everything afar. I mean,
It's meant to
further
be.
off, but not close. Or even worse, God forbid
Doesn't
you
do
go
that.
right. But even worse, what are one of the risks of the surgery that they told you?
Blind.
Exactly. Now imagine God forbid I go
But that's
blind.
very rare, blind. But
It's rare, but it's a possibility.
rare.
But then what am I gonna do? My main, thing is watch repair, and like these are like.
so you'll be feeling the watches. You'll be like,
I'll be feeling, oh yeah, it feels very good, and I won't know that it's like freaking filled with water inside, or rust or whatever.
but you Swedish.
Okay, but
Esse mokro.
I'll feel it if it's wet.
Exactly, that's what you said.
Marge, can you get a couple of yours, please? Actually, no, let me get myself.
He wants to look like a gentleman.
Nah.
Who's getting this?
I just sent it to like people on Snapchat. Like Hannah, Janet, Abram.
Abram?
Yeah, whatever. He's there. I just sent it to him.
Okay, let him see it. It's gonna be fun.
Sure sent it. Sure sent it
I don't
to
have
the chat.
I don't have them.
Okay.
I don't have it.
Anyways.
She doesn't have us.
Huh?
He doesn't have the crew.
I only have friends there.
Okay, go.
We don't have friends. We got family.
A familiar.
L'chaim. For LASIK surgeries. And
You want to give out the shout
Your
out?
side.
You want to give a shout out, wait, to the people who did this to you, or not yet?
Well, I only know one doctor. His workers are just workers. They were there.
Well, okay, fine, but it's the team, bro.
Okay. So,
You always gotta thank the team too. You know that, right?
true.
Like,
I don't know those ladies' names, but I know they were like
so,
helpful. His team.
Doctor so and so and your team.
Okay. So I wanna shout out to this amazing doctor, Dr. Nicholas Nosorios, and his team. I want to thank you very much for getting me the perfect vision in 2020. And I will tell you one more thing about this doctor. The next day when we went to get my eyes checked, to
Right.
see how the follow-up basically, see how it went. When he saw like the results, he was like happy with the results himself.
Mhm.
He basically was, you know how
He made a comment that, oh, it came out great, or so and so.
but like he's very excited about it, but it's like another results that like I'm good at what I do.
Yeah,
like you're
I
happy
feel
at-
that. I feel that.
Like that gives you more motivation to like do more, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So you want people
Very
like
important.
that to do like your services that you pay for.
Whenever a person does his job and the person who does it is happy with his results, it's always a great feeling. So remember back 10 years ago, I had a surgery on my leg, my ACL tore, and so I had my doctor, I guess, remake my ACL, right? He took a piece of my ligament from my what was it called? Tendon? Patellar tendon? Tendon. Okay, fine. Anyways, so that he remade it to the other leg, whatever. He did a nice job. Thank God, he did actually a phenomenal job. God bless him. And so whenever he checked up on it, he was like very happy with his work. It was like it came out perfect, and he was like so happy with it. And now I understand that because like again, I do watch repair, and so sometimes whether it's a polishing or a repair or even as simple as a dial change, and you do such a clean job or such a perfect job, you're not, this is sick. This is perfect type of thing. That's what it is, bro. And to hear the person who whatever did the service to you, right, or provided whichever service, to hear them say it and you see it genuinely that they actually enjoyed what they did and are happy with the outcome, you know that you've just been served well. 100%, bro. It's like whenever sometimes the last haircut actually I think that you gave me, bro. Remember you're recording it and you're getting a little hyped and everything. You're like, because you're enjoying it because you see like what you're actually creating and you're like, bro, this is it. This is like, it's a sick feeling, bro. So God bless, and it's a very ensuring feeling, especially to you as a customer, as a patient or whatever, for him.
Absolutely.
So, thank you to that doctor
Thank you to the doctor
for not making my friend blind,
and making me perfectly
for giving him 2020 on 2020.
sick.
And
L'chaim.
wow, nice to Dave. God bless. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Elite Barbershop. No?
First of all, there's a Elite Barbershop on 94th Street in Amsterdam by your Bora Bora.
Okay. I think that place closed down.
It's still open. They keep calling. People call from their location, that area, ask if one of their barber works, but they're
Are
actually
you guys partners?
no, but
Oh, two separate-
they're
Discussion is not words.
I know. Listen, guys, you're so big fans.
Elite
You want to know the sponsors?
Barbershop?
sponsorship?
and there's elite barbers like us.
What are you guys?
Elite barbers, and they're Elite Barbershop on 94th
You know what,
Street.
bro? Forget about Elite Barbershop. I heard horrible things about them. They're not a sponsor.
They're not that good.
See what I mean, bro? I heard horrible things about them. Elite Barbers is who you want to go to. Danny Diablo is who you want to go to. Maybe not 5 years ago, but today is who you want to go to, man. 5 years ago, he'd be blending you in. Today, bro, he'd be walking out feeling like $1 million. Actually, on that train of thought, I want to say one more thing. One thing that I really, really admire about Danny, right? Because I know he doesn't just do this to me, like take his time to like make sure it's good or whatever. He can work fast. We can all work fast when needed to, but he chooses not to. He's like, and this happened a few times. How many times I'm waiting for him? He's like, bro, I'm sorry, wait, I'm just taking care of this last client. And then we meet up, and then he tells me, he's like, bro, yeah, this client coming in. Bro, I could have finished his hair within 15-20 minutes. But no, bro, I want to make sure I take care of him. I want him to feel like that he's important, and I want to make sure that he leaves happy, you know. And Danny did this to me. He's done it to like many people, like whatever his clients that I've always waited up on him for, which, you know, like, I don't get mad obviously waiting for it, because like I understand, listen, it's your job, you do your job and whatever. But with him always like putting his heart out on how he likes to take care of them, how he likes to make them feel great and whatever, bro, that's what you look for, bro. That's what you look for your barber, that's what you look for in your doctor, that's what you look for in anyone.
Your watchmaker too. Look at that watch. He made it for me from scratch. I'm just kidding.
Okay, I didn't make it, man. I sourced it for you. It's the difference. So yeah, so now that's what it is. But on a serious note, guys, this has been a sponsorship by GNS Time Servers. Yes, I work in that company. You should see my wife here. Anyways, I work in that company. I'm sponsoring my own gig today. What else? We do watch repair, watch refinishing, sell and buy high-end watches. Guys, thank you. Salute.
Have a great
Bye.
night.
Wait, let's check this out. You didn't turn it
I'm
off,
not
did
chugging
you?
it.
Move back
I'm
from
not
the camera.
chugging it.
Come on.
What do you think?
Wait! Don't turn it off, woman. Move away from the camera. You got it?
Too much, but okay.
It's not so much. I'm probably not gonna check it myself, man, but
Hit
like.
the top of the bottle. Well, no, it's gonna look
No,
on
it's
the
gonna
table.
spill on us.
Oops. Oopsie. I did a poopsie.
Anyways, peace.